every time there's if I meet these people on the streets and they find me and they want us to exchange phones, I'm not playing that game. Hey,
Why do you have to do that?
Why do I have to do that?
Nah.
Yeah, I guess though the only thing that you just did now is make me want to do that when we're at home with my girl at least.
Not in public. Then I have to explain myself.
Not when you're being videoed.
Nah.
No. I would never.
Now what? You have to explain yourself. What is there to explain, bro? Are you not a nigga? I mean, why didn't you go? Why weren't you upfront about it even in the beginning? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With your girl. I mean, that's what I encourage for niggas to do. Just keep it real, man. You know. For me, if that was to come at my doorstep, I would relish the opportunity.
What was to come on your doorstep?
The same conversation where
you have to exchange.
Yeah, even that whole setup. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
You
I would relish.
I wouldn't, man.
I would relish.
So you saying that you would actually suggest that to your girl and you actually exchange phones?
I wouldn't suggest for us to exchange phones.
Yeah.
But if it was to come, right? Because I'm already thinking of my situation, how I'm pushing my relationships, right?
Yeah.
Letting it be known that you're not the only person I'm gonna see. That's how I move. So even if that was to come, it might probably be that video that people don't see because it's not interesting. Do you understand?
Okay.
Because if there's something that she finds, she probably has an idea about it. Or it's, I told you, you're not gonna be the person. Or we've had a conversation about this. You know what I mean? As opposed to now you're hiding shit.
But it depends on the relationship also, because what if it's just a girl you're seeing? It's not really something serious. So with these girls, what I've seen on most of these videos, the gent actually thinks, no, this is my woman, this is my life partner. We build something,
Okay.
And then pull up the phone. There's files. There's 5 niggas on the side talking.
Yeah. So you are right. That's why I made it about me more than about her.
You're right.
You understand? Because I mean, I can't control what happens on the other side. I can be as upfront as I can on my side, right? I can be honest, not transparent. We can have a conversation about it. I can keep it real with you. I guess it now becomes your duty to keep it real with me. Do you understand? Because it's playing open cards in some sense, or putting everything on the table that, this is what it is. And some women don't appreciate that. Some have been overwhelmed by that. Actually, where an individual like me would be, this is what I'm about, you know, and this is
I get what you mean. I also do that. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the relationship. Like, yeah, what you have. So with me, if I know that I'm in a phase where I don't want any serious relationship, I'll tell you straight, look, this is it. So you need to expect, you need to expect such things to happen. So you know it right now. Before anything, before intimacy, before anything, you know where you stand.
Yeah.
So I don't want stories after like a few months now.
Does it ever go the other way? Do you ever find yourself catching? Have you caught?
It's always them.
Okay. Never. And I know we can be niggas about it, but let's be niggas about it. So you never, when
it happened, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like after what happened then, it really changed me as a gent. So most people who are date would say, or date or see, right? They would tell me that, do you? It's like I'm not even emotional about anything. Like, I don't. They never see that side of me.
Available in some sense.
I'm not. I'm never. Like it's zero. It's always zero. Yeah. So I would be with you, check up on you, care about you, but you would still feel that gap that this guy is not. He's not really there. He's just, he likes being with me, but,
Yeah. Wait, that's interesting. So is that a side of you that women experience, or that's a side of you everyone who's in your life experiences?
Women. So in my life, it's that way, but
this guy has me and him, and anytime when we're together or somewhere, he always has a heart to heart.
Okay.
that is his life.
Yeah,
if anything,
always real,
I'm pretty sure his friend, hears him every day say, you know I love you, right?
Yeah, I'm that type of guy. With my bros, they know, like, yo, I would post, I would even post you on my WhatsApp status, and then I actually put a love, and then people will find it weird. Oh, no, this is my brother. It's not even about friendship anymore. This is.
Yeah, it's
It
past
has
that.
transcended. Yeah, it has transcended through that.
Yeah, actually, that's a very interesting thing that actually there's friendship and then there's past that. There's like the brotherhood of like it also feels like in a way you can distinguish, like there is a friend, right? But now there's also a brother. Like that, hey, you know, a friend you don't expect to leave. But a brother, you expect them to be there forever. You know, that type of thing.
Just like how we met in varsity. We didn't grow up together, we're just two dudes. Okay, we had a lot in common, vibing about, you know, most conversations. And then after
There's
after
women
that,
somewhere there.
Huh?
There's women
In
somewhere
the
there.
conversations, definitely.
And then
Women
after
will
that,
always be playing a part in the conversation.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think
That's the one thing we
right.
love about women, right? That they are not men.
yeah, because you know that's an interesting thing as well, because
Yeah.
same thing. Me and him also bonded through women. I think with him, it's definitely also like the rest of the things that were also from home in a way. We're not from the same home. We're very, very, very far away from each other.
Yeah.
But we're home technically. Like
we speak the same language.
We're brothers already.
By virtue of that.
By virtue of that, we're already brothers.
So it was
much
easy to
easier.
build a relationship from that.
So we didn't have like it was the aspect of having a female in the conversation was there, but for the most part it was every other thing as well. Yeah, we had so much, man, in common. It was,
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that was a random. It also felt like a random occurrence, man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know, because now I think to myself that I was even thinking now that, hey, you know, we've come to a person that I just met in varsity.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And we different people. If you look at it, like the type of people I have around me, the friends that I have, way different from him. So I wouldn't say I would imagine myself being friends and like being close to this gent. The way
it's almost
the
the
way he looks at
unexpected
life,
situations.
It was so different.
And it was
From how you saw it. But even in that there were still similarities.
And then we started bonding, having conversations. I'm like, okay, this guy can actually be my friend.
What qualifies a friend into a brother? What is that switch? What is that?
Amen.
That you just got a promotion, my friend.
And to think of, you know how I was even thinking of it. Like, it's really, really crazy how to explain, like how like the friendship is. It's very hard to explain, right? Because hey man, we spent a whole year knowing each other.
Same class.
And same class, same everything. Then we spend the next year being like always around, like together. The following year. And I think, and then I left the school. And he stayed. And the interesting thing around that was, I always thought that, okay, given that I've left, even the communication and everything,
it'll die out.
It's gonna fade out easily. Right?
It actually grew from there.
that was the power.
That sounds gay though.
Because
no homo.
Here's why.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Because from the first year, it was just like, sure. You know, in class, how are you good, bro?
I'm good,
no conversation, just like that. Second year, okay, we chilled, and then when he decided to leave, that's when I was very interested to know why he was leaving. And then he started explaining. He was like, yo, I'm not feeling this. And then he explained to me what his plans are. I'm like, this guy is so smart.
Yeah, it's different.
Like, he actually changed the way I was, you know, viewing my future. Right? From the fact that he was willing to take the risk to say that, I'm dropping off. I'm leaving this. I'm just gonna go on an internship and then I'm gonna do what I love.
Yeah.
Next thing, the guy gets a job. Next thing, I'm like, what?
What did I just witness?
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah,
Because
no.
he grew quickly from after.
Yeah.
He grew like.
Yeah.
Like,
I think also you do because actually it's even crazy because I come to remember it. I came to Josie a year like that 1 year, and that 1 year is the year that we were just like, yeah, I know you know me, cool.
Yeah.
Same class. Second year we are doing like we're there, bro. We're there for the most part. We're there together. So in a way, this guy has been there throughout my whole experience.
Yeah.
The whole
He's
thing.
the day one that never knew that he was.
Yeah, the day one that never knew that he was, because
Yeah.
like from there on, I remember that it was that because every path of like how I was going, man, everything. Because I'm even thinking that when I moved to when I did like Omozi, when I joined that place, and then you had to come through at some point visit, and you saw how things were living. Like, hey, this place
Because
is
I went
great.
to his workplace while I was still finishing off my
Your diploma.
my
Degree.
diploma in
Yeah.
Rosebank, and then I went there. And then I already had an idea about what the guy is doing. He showed me the setup, Workplace, I think I chilled with him the whole day.
Yeah, the whole day.
The whole flipping day I was there.
Yeah, he's been there, bro.
Yeah, he's been there.
If your friend can kick it with you the whole day in that sense,
Yeah.
no, it says something.
Nah.
So it's not about going out drinking.
Exactly.
I left knowing that I'm going to his workplace to see how things are, how things work out there, because I just wanted to
Get a sense of what's going on out there.
The experience we've had is just really.
crazy.
It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. I don't even know how. Cause what I was even thinking of saying is, where was like the turning point of all of this, and I don't know, bro.
But I think that's what he said, though, right? Is maybe we're not referring, or maybe I'm not understanding the
I actually
question.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I agree with that exactly. Like the part where where I decided also to leave this and do that and do this.
Yeah.
I get that part. But none of that. So when even when he says he noticed, nothing changed from the way he was behaving around.
Yeah.
So it's hard to even say that. Oh, damn, that
Yeah.
was the turning point. 'Cause
Right.
you meet someone and then you start. After a while, they tell you something and then you respect them and then you treat them differently.
Yeah. It wasn't
It was
anything
never
like that.
There was nothing like that. It was just, oh shit, you are doing. I respect that, and but why? We're still the same people.
Yeah.
So like, it was that thing. Like,
Yeah.
it never felt like one of us became a fan of, like, and not in a bad way. A fan is good to be a fan of your friend, but in a way, like the way the fans that fans who those type
coming in your space for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, for the wrong reasons.
What the illusion that they have of you.
Yeah. It felt nice, bro.
good days, man.
It's been great days. It's been great days. And then it's also, I think, there's a time where I had to, like, when I also introduced you around, like, so my name, but we went to GP now.
Because I never really explored Maboning up until you moved there, and then you started spending more time there. Yeah.
We chilled. You remember we also chilled with that agent, like when we went to the blue bottle store there, where we entered, where it was blue inside. There was sands there.
Oh yeah. I remember that day. Yeah.
It was crazy. But also, what's the other interesting thing? Also, we don't drink the same alcohol, and the other each of the, like, the opposite alcohol for both of us gets us
Pretty messed up.
Hey.
So whenever he attempts to drink what I'm drinking, my favorite beer, it would kill him. Like it would.
And if
If I do the same thing,
Yeah.
so we both had chances to laugh at each other. Like the following morning, like, yo, dude, you're so drunk.
No opposites to attract each other. That's dope. That's a lovely story, bro. That's a lovely story. And how did you come to link with Kat?
Kat.
Yeah.
So Kat has
And
been.
I'll tell you why I'm asking. Now I'll tell you. Yeah.
Kat has been there from high school. So
Hey.
yeah, so Kat is actually a homeboy. We from the same hood.
Yeah.
So went to high school together for 2 years. He left.
Yeah.
And then I remained back in
all of these people are leaving the schools, man. Like, because I also left.
Yeah. So what's fun about Kat is that we sort of lost contact, but he's a homeboy. So he was delayed by year to actually go to Rosebank, which was varsity. I didn't even know Kat was going to varsity. So he was registering orientation and all that. That was my second year. I just bumped into Kat.
Just like that. As organic as they come.
Then because I think we have it was so long that we might have lost numbers, between the phase. And then I bump into him, I'm like, yo, Kat, what are you doing here? No, I'm coming to register.
How smart is that? You meet me at the hospital. Yo, what are you doing here? We're in jail, bro. Yo, what are you doing here?
With me, I don't expect.
But to see me in jail?
I'm like, yo, Kat. Don't worry, bro, I got you. I've been here for a year, so
Come through.
Come through. Don't worry, I got you. And then,
It's lovely how things work out. I'm asking because I mean we've spoken about this. So when I landed, right, one of the I guess the most fulfilling things to see for me is niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably get more satisfaction seeing niggas together than a nigga and a woman. Does that make sense? So not in the
Brotherhood.
brotherhood,
yeah.
Well, platonic, but brotherhood. I assume that is what is being cultivated. Do you understand? When I see gents together, I assume that they are cultivating brotherhood, right? And I hope that I'm right, because I believe that's what men need more than a partner, a wife, or a female companion. They need brothers.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
So the example, not even now it's an example, but it's a real life event on your end where there's a certain way you are with women, and there's a certain way that you are with jitas or men, right? Which is what I advocate for: is don't even shed a tear in front of a woman if you can help it. I'd rather shed tears with jitas because they understand that a little bit more. And they have the experience. Chances are they can resonate or they can understand from a lived experience.
It's like when a girl says it's hard, you understand, right? But when a guy says it's hard, you understand.
It slaps.
You know,
Like I feel you.
I'm with you, bro. I feel you.
you.
Know?
Yeah.
No, that's true, bro. Because what I was even thinking now was that he's like, so I don't even when they met again,
Yeah.
it felt like there was nothing like we never left. We're back like we never left.
Yeah.
Except we did leave.
Except we did leave, and a lot of things might have happened. That could have had a baby. Right
Exactly.
Still,
But we just continued, from there. We just picked up from like
As should.
there was no
It
gap
should
at
be as
all.
natural as that.
Yeah.
I think that's indicative of a healthy situation.
Yeah, that's true.
When you just pick it up and healthy does not mean that it's always good. I think that's also the misconception, right? Where when we speak of health, we always look at the positivity of a situation, right? Never the balance of the negative elements of it, the good versus the conversation, good versus evil, chaos versus order, right? But we discount that a healthy situation still has a little bit of unhealthiness, for lack of a better word, right? So meaning you would still argue with Kat.
I was about to even give an example with that. With it recently happened, so he knows. With me, all my friends know that I tell you straight, I don't even have time. Drunk, sober, I don't care.
Yeah.
I will tell you where to get off. Even if I'm wrong, you're allowed on the spot to tell me that I'm wrong about this.
Yeah.
We fight up until we find common ground right there.
Yeah.
So on that specific event, it was last month where Kat refused to just do something at that point,
Yeah.
and it didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So I was a bit, I know I was a bit tipsy, so I actually lashed out.
Yeah.
And then though actually people did hear us.
Yeah.
I didn't think that people were looking, but I just told them what to get off, and then we fought a bit. And then after that, we slept in 2 different places that night because I had to go somewhere. So in the morning, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry for the way I say things, but I was already like, yeah, I know you were right. Yeah, I'm also sorry for my part of it. So the fact that I didn't even wait for him to say anything yet, although he was the one who actually threw that everything, I was like, the way I say things to you, that was wrong. Sorry for that. After that, it was like the way what I did also, I was not right.
Yeah.
After that, went and bought a box of beer. We drank, life continued.
So actually that is what I actually wanted to say. Like I want to advocate for that. You know, it's you, and even sometimes I feel like I don't always feel like there should always be a resolution. It's that thing where it's that thing where I would say that we argue, but in any case, because the example I wanted to give now is, say a friend of yours is traveling back home, right? And you guys just fought now. You just fought, and then they travel back home. You text them, you call them. You text them, you call them, and you ask. Like the following day, you ask if they arrived home safe. Because as much as we're fighting, the most important thing is still that your safety is the priority for me as your brother. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether
even within the fights.
Yeah.
Like even within the fights, it's still that thing of you're still my brother anyway. Man. Now, fuck you, but I love you, bro. You know?
Yeah, fuck you, but I love you.
Yeah, but it always happens, and to me, every time it happens, it feels like it amplifies, it strengthens, like even the bond you have with your friend, your brother, you know, in a way. And I like that shit. That is, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm getting.
By extension is, at some point you said you need to experience life. So what is life?
Yeah.
It's the fights.
Yeah.
Right? It's the good times. Yeah. Simply put. Right? And taking it all is to experience living. So I like the idea that it doesn't always have to be a resolution. It doesn't always. There are times where you could really have feel like, okay, I might have overstepped, you know. Mm-hmm. And by all means, go and retract a statement if you have to, apologize if you have to, but still keep the footing, like the foot on the neck that we're leaving. It's like, you still need to get the message across that I might have not, which was commendable and dope, right? That you guys had basically spoke about in some sense. He apologized, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't always have to be like that. It's, I think the most comforting thing is, no matter what, it's you hear.
So you know, with you, I don't even doubt, no matter how much we can like have like an argument or like whatever, right? I don't after that doubt to myself and be like, I don't think to myself like, but this nigga doesn't love me. Nah, always in the back of, like, it's even within the fights, it's fights, but within the understanding that no, man, like in any case, it's always like it's us, bro.
Standard. Standard.
All the time, doesn't matter. It's nothing of, I might not even have told if there's you now, but if like my other friends are watching, I'm pretty sure I like most of the times when I need to pass a message to one message I need to pass to all of them is that even within the fights, it has never been that I don't love you. You know, you are my homie. You know, doesn't matter how much we've just fought, you are still my homie. And if anything, if you were to call me today, or maybe tomorrow, and we just fought today, tomorrow you call me and tell me that you are stuck somewhere, I am gonna come and fetch you.
Got your back.
You know,
Yeah.
I might drop you off and then say at you
Afterwards,
Satan. But
get out of my car. That time I already saved you. I hope you change the tire. Like,
yeah,
get out of my car.
yeah. You know, so sometimes, so when we text,
Yeah.
it's when I text him or he texts me. Sometimes it really comes with like the fuck you. That is the greeting.
Yeah.
Right? And well, okay, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
What's your name? What's your name?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
What's your name?
Fuck you.
Do you know that meme?
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Fuck you. Where did your mind wander to? So at some point your mind wandered.
No. I'm still in the conversation. I just
No,
like,
I'm not thinking you're out of it,
Yeah.
but there's always a place we go, bro.
No,
Because
thing
we
is,
mostly win our heads.
While we're on this topic, is that one thing I'm noticing while I'm talking to you guys right now about this is that all my close friends, from the guys I came up with from my childhood and all that, we all have the same mindset when it comes to friendship. Like we're not alike, but there's one common thing.
Yeah.
I have friends. I have Gatsby. I have Mira. Like a lot of friends. I'm a guy who has a lot of friends. So the circle, I would say I have like 5 friends or 6 friends in the circle, and all of them I'm able to actually tell every one of them where to get off. Like if you're doing something, and then they same energy goes towards me again. They give the same energy. So I feel like that's one thing that has actually kept us going for this long, because we're always honest with each other. We're good friends. Whenever he needs me, I'm there. Whenever they need me, I'm there. So
That's the core. Yeah. When I need you, you should be there.
You should be there.
Yeah. You're not gonna need me and then I'm there.
Yeah. And it's funny how most of them are also near me. I have one in Centurion, one in Midland, is like 10 kilometers away, but I can go for like almost 2 months sometimes without not seeing one of them.
But it's never not enough.
Know, it's not like, you're still my friend, bro. Life is busy. I know that you're always at work also. Whenever we get time, we're gonna hang. Whenever like I'm stuck somewhere, the first people I'd call, if I'm stuck with a tire, I know that I have my boys. They'll always be there. Just a call away. The brotherhood.
Like you also see like certain things even within like certain agencies, because like I just remembered now how nice it felt, right? That we just got there and we didn't wait more than 2 minutes and you're already there. And then we checked and I was checking how far the drive is, meaning that you have left quite early, you know, to be there, and you kind of feel those type of things, and they make you, make you feel good about like your decisions in friendships. But also going around that, the friendship part of things, I was saying the most interesting thing about that is what you just said is exactly what this channel is about. It is called One Like Us. So if anything, if all of your friends are really one like us in a way, so as you're saying, they are similar, they everything, we know that they are, everybody is unique, right? But we are similar within the uniqueness. So it is that's the interesting part, that right now you're talking about something that we literally called the show One Like Us. You said all of your friends.
Actually describes.
He's on the platform even right now.
On the platform.
So your friends are our friends in some sense.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, your friends are actually
So
one.
if I came with my friends right now, we all get along.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, bro. Because I have met his friend Gab. We also met. I think I've known this guy for a while, because I've known him when we were still also studying. Yeah. But I also met him this one time at a club, Chisanyama, that side. Bro, and we chilled, bro. We chilled, and you were not there. You know that. I once met Gab in Chisanyama, and you were not there, and we just chilled for a while, and then
And it was cool.
No, it was cool, man. He's a cool gent, and as I was saying, he's like people are unique but similar in their uniqueness. So Gab is a different person, bro. He's quiet, you know, and he's not quiet at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
But he is quiet.
So the fact that they actually did have a conversation, it means that after they met through me and all that, he now accepts him as one of us,
bro.
So Gab I would come with Gab right now. If he doesn't know you, it would be hard for him to even say a word. He would greet you respectfully to show that I see you,
and
acknowledge. And then after he will be like laid back and then doesn't
keeps
talk
to
that
himself.
much. And that's how he is. It's not
until he breaks out of himself.
And then
to embrace you.
So if they actually had a conversation that went together.
But that is the cool thing about it. Like when you think of it, like one like us. So we are mostly at any point, the things that we're also like we go around doing is just recording people who are like us. Just we record things, we talk about things that we think that people who are like us talk about,
would relate to.
And it's interesting when you said all of that to me, and you also are saying what you said about like how close we are. It just shows that then out of the three of us, there's 5 more people then from your side.
Exactly.
Man.
And that's a crazy
it's also important to let it be known that this is not scripted. Just to add on one like us.
Nothing was scripted.
Right? There's nothing that's so fulfilling, bro, to know that someone is putting you or is considering you. With the whole thing that we didn't have to wait for long. You don't even have to complain. Because just when you're about to ask, there's the car or there's the person that you're waiting for. It makes you feel valuable, bro. It makes you feel like he said. It makes you feel like you took the right decisions. Because at some point, you were not there. You were stood up.
Yeah.
Right? When it's as simple as, yo, man, I can't do this for you, or yo, man, I can't show up, or it's that simple.
Yeah.
But someone wouldn't come, wouldn't keep it real, if we want to put it like that, right? And friendship is a reciprocal arrangement. We have to reciprocate. Every day you have to show up. I always say that yes, I'm glad that you showed up yesterday. I'm glad. But when you can't show up, the best you could do in respect of what we have built is not to be afraid to let me know and trust that it's okay. Because
it's not an issue.
How much time we've hypothetically borrowed each other money. Hey bro, every time we always try to borrow each other money. We always try to do that. Because every time
I know where it's going.
We'll text and be like, man, don't you have like this? Don't you have like just 30K hanging there? I'll be like, hey bro, no. And then the following day, the exact following day, I would be asking him about the 30K. Did you end up finding it?
So that you can share
it can help me. It could help
so
me.
funny. And then sometimes it would make me feel better. I know it's crazy, but I'm like, oh, so I'm not the only one. I have friends who are going through the same issues that I'm having right now. Oh, it's a thing for people our age now. So it's fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
At least.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Because misery loves company.
Misery loves company. And but then the cool thing about that is that like when you even think of it, because as much as we laugh about it, we also get like sad about that type of thing. We always say this, that I always don't like it when my friends come to me and ask for something and I don't have it.
It's not a good feeling.
We literally say that all the time after laughing about the way we are both broke. we get back to being serious about it. Like, yeah, actually, it's not a good thing.
Facts.
You know, it's not a good thing, right? We always be like,
what are we doing with our lives?
we always
and such
always
conversations always trigger more serious conversation about how we can actually make more money in the future. Yeah. So that's one thing I love. I definitely love about him. There's always something. Some things even scare me. Like, you would suggest something that actually scares me. I'm like, what? I doubt myself at that moment. I'm like, the fact that you're mentioning it, we're heading in the right direction, my G. So
but that's what. So Jordan Peterson speaks about. He speaks about 12 rules to life, right? And in one of the rules, he says, find friends that want better for you, right? The best for you. That's how you know that's a proper formula for friendship or brotherhood. And when you are with them, it's as if they summon the greater version of you. You need to step up in some sense, and them, by extension, them seeing you live your life should want to make their lives better. So as if you inspire them, right? So yes, they call the greater you, the greater version of you that is here to manifest, right? And in doing so, seeing you play in that role, equally so, it should motivate or inspire them to want to do better for themselves. If not that, because you've been summoned at a higher level, you then summon the greater self, like the greater version of them, to step up. So that's how you know the formula is solid. So I was just piggybacking from what you're saying, that he would suggest something for you to do, like, do this, and at the time maybe it wasn't something even in your peripheral.
Because he suggested a few ideas. I'm like, what? Can we really pull it off? And then we start brainstorming about it. I was like, it will take a lot. It's not something very easy, but if you actually have that idea in your mind, you can slowly work on it in the near future. So I'm not saying it will. He says it. I'm not saying it will happen now. You can see this is a very huge thing, but it's something you should consider, because this is your line of work. So if I'm even thinking of doing this, I'll definitely need you. There's no way I'm pulling this off.
And that's the most greatest thing.
That is, and because how I'm even looking at it now, and I'm thinking, it's crazy, because all of us, there is something I need to gravitate to. There's a thing that I need from you that grows me. Same thing with him all the time. So I know there's one thing about, like, him that I know he always can pull off is when it becomes dedicated. It's the best, bro. It's the best, because I think I look at myself as learning and understanding. Like, me and him, I feel like I always felt like we kind of grasp things just the same way. If there's something I don't know, he's with me. We both don't know it. If there's something he doesn't know, can I come to me? I have nothing, bro. I have nothing for you. I always
help yourself, bro.
Help you. I guess, bro. Let's do it together. If anything,
I guess.
Let's go and be wrong
help
together.
Me, help you.
Because I remember we had like the one course, man. There was that one course. You remember that one course?
Yeah.
That one course that we had to sub together on our first year. What is it?
What was that?
Simos.
Yeah, Sinos.
Yeah,
Sinos.
Sinos.
I think it was
something
Sinos.
like
One
that.
of the major ones.
One of the major ones.
Yeah, one of the major ones. Yeah.
And the like the amount of dedication he had, even around that, because I left during that period of us, like, I left on the other year, but when I left, he continued, right? And the way he continued with it always, to me, it always felt like we were gonna take another year. me and him, we're gonna take an extra year if I stayed at school as well. I feel like we were gonna take an extra year, but he actually completed this in like record time.
Yeah.
Right, and to me that was one of the most impressive things, because as I said, we are the same, right? It shows what you can do. You know, it always shows, oh, so if really me and him are this, like, the same person, and he completed this in record time, you know, so my perception of me, now if I have to reflect that to him, then it really means that I can do it as well. I can do exactly how he's doing it.
So you did it vicariously through him.
Yes, I like that. I always live through my friends. You know, that's why I get excited when like great things happens for them. Yeah. Because that is great. You know, like at some point we didn't think this was us. You know, like you understand that me and you started as students and then went to young adults, and then you also now, when I was working, you also joined like the learnership program as well around the same time.
Around the same time.
And then like the process of these things, because first of all, we started off not living in the city at all.
We used to travel.
We were all traveling, into the city.
So it's always in some sense parallel.
Yeah. And then eventually we moved away from just now get into the city, and now eventually now there is a place where you can go and visit. Like, oh, I'm at your place. You know? And now it's I'm at your place. You know, and like it's bigger than the other place that I was at. And all of those things. It feels, hey, we come from
a long way.
A long way, you know, and it feels great to have like those type of experiences. So I advocate for brotherhood, man. I advocate for that. And you, hey man, it's also great to be like a good judge of character. So you don't let your perception of a person overcloud who the person actually is. You know, your first perception of a person,
like the situation you guys were talking about earlier.
Exactly. And so I think he knew that I was open-minded a while ago, right? And I got that he was open-minded from how open-minded he was about my open-mindedness.
No,
makes sense, right?
No.
You're with me, right?
Well
I'm not confusing anyone. So with that, like when he started explaining like his friend, I was like, first of all I was like, no, actually, I'm not surprised.
At all.
If there was anyone who was gonna find out this type of thing, it was definitely him. I don't think there was anyone else who was gonna find that out except for him. And that is the craziest thing, bro. That is the craziest thing. I mean, maybe I would have also probably found out, but it's not about me
at all.
Who did it, you know? And you did it, and that's the interesting thing, bro. Like the open-mindedness, like you, hey man, it's interesting. Those are the interesting things about how like people around also as well are like my friends.
What are your thoughts of conclusion
wise?
Especially with this whole brotherhood thing.
A conclusion, I would say, man. Okay, as explained, we've been talking about this, so we explain most of the stuff. So for me, I would always say, as long as there's sort of transparency between two people, if you actually understand someone, fully understand, and they're honest about everything with you, that's how I actually see my friends. Most of my friends, it's all about honesty. So if I can say something bluntly to someone and they don't catch feelings, that's always it. So before we go into life starting to know each other, the fact that I'm that person, thing is with me, I always overwhelm everyone, the way I talk, some would say I'm rude, and then if I go there and start telling you stuff, even judging you, and then you actually still find ways to understand what I'm saying to you. It's always been that. I would just go to this guy and then I'll just say my mind. Like I used to chill with him, and then that's how I feel like that's how I got to actually know him, because when I'm with him I was more comfortable, because most people would always say that when it seems like you are very moody and sometimes you'd say hurtful things, and in that case I didn't really mean to offend anyone. I was just speaking my mind. And then with him it was always like, when I talk he will just get all that information in, and then I feel like we grew from there. That's how we grew.
In the end, we just looking for a place to belong, man. A tribe. Because once you find that comfort, it's as if I don't have to keep my guard up anymore.